Welcome back to another video. In this one, we are going to be taking a look at a major tornado outbreak expected tomorrow into Sunday with our weekend. This is going to be a short, simple, easy video on what's going to happen tomorrow. And then I'm actually going to post another video on some facts on the radar and some slides I made over the years and some stuff I like to teach you guys that when I'm making these videos and other people are talking about it, it's a lot easier to understand. So let's get right started here in with tomorrow's severe weather outbreak. And yes, it is directly in Tornado Alley. We have a moderate risk, likely to see a high risk implanted. I do think a high risk is very likely to be sweet into Oklahoma and Kansas. I think we're about to have our second high risk of the year. There has been absolutely devastating tornadoes this summer and actually this spring, and I do not think this is over yet. I do think this is going to be another major tornado outbreak with potential long track EF4s, EF3 tornadoes. And like that tornado in Greenville, Iowa, I made shorts on it. Thank you for all the new subscribers and views. I really appreciate it, and likely to do that with any type of natural disaster. And hopefully, as the channel grows, more things I can add on to that. But we're going to be here from morning to night watching these storms evolve. Timing probably in the evening tomorrow afternoon, so probably get a video out tomorrow, maybe two, just depends, probably more like one video. But let's take a look. So in the moderate risk, we have an area of a population of 4 million, at least 4.5 million people in the moderate risk. The main areas is Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, Norman, Oklahoma, Lawton, Oklahoma. These are the larger populations in the moderate risk. And then we go to enhanced. That's a level 3 out of 5. Still very, very significant. That's for Kansas City. That is for Overland Park in something with that, the MO. Kansas City, Topeka, a lot of the Kansas City area, even into the Oklahoma area, even into Texas. Then we go to a slight. That is a level 2 out of 5. And that's for Lincoln, Nebraska, Springfield, Montana, Abilene, Texas, St. Jose, Montana, or however you say that. Yeah. Areas like that. And actually, I think they just updated this. Let me see. No, they did not. But then we go into Dallas, Texas, Columbus, Ohio, Fort Worth, Texas, Cleveland, Ohio, Omaha, Nebraska. And that's where the marginal, that's where maybe a few severe thunderstorm warnings, but there has been reported tornadoes in those. So please take a careful look on that. Like I said, in the circle area. Oh, that is a little too big. All right. But let's take a look at the tornado perimeter. And that's very high with a 15 hatch area. That is already almost up to 30. Either way, a major tornado outbreak is very likely. Where does the hatch even stand? That's even in the enhanced risk. So probably a PDS tornado watch is going to be issued. What that is a particular dangerous situation watch, where EF3 tornadoes are very likely of the long track. I'll probably discuss that into the factual video that I do post maybe tonight or tomorrow, just depending with all the timing for how late this is going to be posted. But outside of the hatch area, we're looking at 5% and then a 2%. It's a big area, not the biggest we've seen, but an area where we will have to watch out for significant tornadoes that has been slammed this spring already. So now let's take a look at the winds. And the wind is a lot more significant with a 45 hatch area Even into the red, that's a 30% of damaging winds for straight line winds. These are at least of 70 plus mile an hour dangerous winds. And I do think we're going to have a major wind outbreak too as we go on. But in the beginning, I think a tornado outbreak very likely, and we'll have to keep on a watch that. Outside 50% and then 5%, it gets less from there with the less of a shot. The darker, I guess the darker the brighter the colors actually with the purple and red, the higher chance you will have of seeing damaging winds or hail. Hail, once again, going to be up to a 30% with hatch area. I don't think the hail is going to be as bad as previous tornado outbreaks, but still golf ball size hail, softball even size hail, very likely. So that's everything with the SBC Day 2 outlook. Now we're going to take a look at some of the models. So now we're going to take a look at the HER and look at this. We got for the HER, we go into, let's just say 10 a.m. tomorrow, nothing there, right? We go into 4 p.m., nothing. We go into the 9 o'clock hours, there is something. These storms are going to be developing pretty late. This is Eastern time, local. So for them, it's like the evening. So like I said, evening, but look at these supercells. And this is a really bad sign that I've been seeing on HER is these individual supercells that will have time to grow and move. 992 low pressure right there. There is that. Even into Texas here of these supercells. And this is not a good sign what I've been seeing on the radar with the latest HER. Let's go back up. Let's do this. So we continue, and wow, we go into 9 o'clock Eastern time, and we got a huge line of probably major tornadoes depending. These are a lot of hook echoes I'm seeing. I mean, a lot of a dangerous, even into 10 p.m. at night, 11 even. Some of these in Kansas up here, really super cell amatic. I mean, if I had enough subscribers, I'll definitely be doing a huge live on this, but I know there's going to be a lot of people on this, but this is looking really bad. Just a full out supercell into the overnight, and then the winds as it becomes a straight line wind damage up here. But Oklahoma, I'm afraid this is going to be a long day, long evening and night for you guys as we continue. Now let's take a look at the NAM 3KM and see what they're saying. I don't think they're actually going with supercells. Not like the HER is. The HER is the worst scenario, I would say. The NAM model, let this just load in just a little. Going into, let's that load in. That's 8 o'clock. Like I said, yes, there's going to be supercells, but nothing really for Oklahoma. And I think that's a little underdone, but they have that derecho potential. 80 mile an hour winds, that is very possible. I think they're just not catching on with down here, but it is what it is. Now let's take a look at this. So this is the surface base velocities, cape and the wind shear. And look at that. Some of these numbers going to tomorrow over 5,000 joules per kilogram. So pretty crazy. I mean, some of these numbers are off the charts. Really, really not good into Oklahoma, Texas, even on. So a lot of severe weather. That is really not a good thing. Most unstable cape and shear too. Extremely significant with these supercells. I'm really worried about this area in particular where that I really think a high risk is going to be posted for Oklahoma is looking very likely. But I mean, even the most unstable, you're looking at up to the full brink, 6,000 joules. That is a lot. Really, really a lot. The cape, this is that's not supercell composite. very, very, very significant here. I mean, we're looking at just blowout numbers into the full max 39. That is 8%. I mean, look at some of these areas. I mean, these are off the charts. Really up to even 51. I mean, this is off charts. So really big tornado outbreak tomorrow. Very likely of being, could be the most significant tornado outbreak and historic tornado outbreak if this plays true. I mean, even on here, I mean, it's breaking the significant. I mean, we're looking at just numbers around in the 17s. I mean, this is off chart significant tornado perimeter. That is extremely, extremely, extremely bad. I mean, even the updrafts, Hercules, really bad. The echo tops, extremely, extremely bad here. Really high echo tops into the 55s and up. That's feet in the air. Really not good. Temperatures, dew points, all up there. I mean, dew points easily in the 70s, up to maybe the 80s. So really significant. Now let's take a look at the NAM perspective. Once again, 70s and 80s, very likely. And let's take a look at the convective. It's probably going to be absolutely stunning here. Most unstable Cape and shear, like I said, easily into the 6,000s. I mean, easily. So, really not good signs with these two models. Even the Supercell composite here going into these areas over there. But look at these numbers. I mean, off the charts again. Absolutely significant. So, a huge worry. I'm going to give that right now. It's literally breaking the radar. I mean, these are numbers way off the charts. So, that's all it is there. But that is your update. And we're probably going to have an update tomorrow morning or later in the afternoon. Just depends. I do have work, but when I do get off, I'll probably post a video right after and a few shorts. So please stay tuned, subscribe, like, and stay tuned to future videos. I have a lot planned. So have a good night, you guys.